Hey guys, Alan here. Today I want to talk about the Aciera F3. Not a very big machine. I am 5'10", so you can see how small this machine is. It's about 1,300 pounds. I got it from a gentleman in England. Okay, he purchased it from a university, from the science division. I think he might have been a professor of that university, and he was making incubators. Whatever. So this is very similar to, let's say, the Shablin 13, the 6S 103, the Deco FP1, but smaller and way simpler. Okay, those machines had a bunch of gears going down this column, and this machine does not have a lot of gears going down this column. It's a very simplified version of those machines, but still beautifully made. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is the horizontal spindle. I know some guys that have actually used this portion as a lathe. Now, on the back here is a tailstock, and you unscrew this, all right, and you pull out the collet up front. Now, I keep a collet, a dummy collet up front to protect the spindle and not have junk get inside it. So this is a W20 collet, all right, and then this just fits in here and you hold it in place like so. All right, what else can the spindle be converted to? Well, I'm going to show you. Horizontal arm, and attached it into the dovetails, and this is the horizontal arbor. Okay, goes into the spindle, held back here with the drawbar. And what you do is you can put slitting saws, you can put whatever kind of cutters you want here. Now this works as a horizontal machine. All right, so the next attachment is the actual milling head, okay? This milling head is powered by the same gear and motor that runs the horizontal spindle. All right, so you'll notice that the horizontal spindle and the vertical head is going at the same time. That's because it's being run off the same motor, the same pulley, and the same gear. All right, so what you're looking at is a really cool attachment to this machine, a slotting head. Same thing as the milling head. It works off of the gear that's driven by the main motor, and you see that the spindle, okay, the horizontal spindle is running. All right, and then whatever you want to do, slotting, very cool attachment. I actually got this from the Netherlands, and when I was in France, I picked it up and hand carried it back. Okay, so for me, the most important head, the high-speed head, you'll notice it has its own motor. The reason why is because this machine, the actual machine, only maxes out at about maybe 2,000 RPMs, okay? And so in order to get, what does this thing say? 1,000, 2,000, 4,000, 6,000, and maintain a smooth, vibration-free head, they separate the motor and have its own motor, okay? Most all the European high-speed heads is set up the exact same way. It had its own motor, separate from the main machine. So this is called a universal table. It swivels side to side, okay? And this also swivels around here, and it's locked in by cams. So you have a indexer attached to the universal table, so you can go whatever angle you want and then lock it down. All right. Also, this indexer, you could swivel this thing around and tighten it down right here on this nut right here. Okay. This drawbar is a W20, the same taper that all of these tape. This whole machine's a W20. There's some that are 30 taper, but this machine I made sure that everything was W20. You can't have a milling machine without a standard table or a straight table. So here is the, they call it the fixed table, but it actually does swivel. Okay, just like the universal table, it swivels side to side. But it's fixed in this plane. It does not tilt forward. So what's really neat about these attachments is that everything keys in and cam locks in place, okay? You can remove it and you can see at the bottom that it keys in, zeros, and cam locks. Look at all that scraping, that's nice. So you cannot have a European machine using European W20s without having collets, okay? This side is metric, this side is in inches and fractions. All right, you got every single collet you'll ever need. I was lucky enough to get into a group buy for a ER32 W20. This is awesome. This, you can use ERs on all your tooling and whatnot, okay? Drill chuck, blanks. These are blanks right here, okay? And then I actually wrote down the heat treating formula if you wanted to heat treat this blank. Right, your horizontal arbor. Oh, these are actually pretty neat, okay? They're a W20 back here. Actually, no, these are W20s. Yeah, these are W20 threads, okay? Like this. And what you do is if you ever lose a drawbar or break a drawbar, you can make yourself a drawbar without having to tap a W20, and you do not want to thread cut one of these, because if you look very closely, this is a buttress thread. It's tapered on one side, it's flat on the other, okay? So it pulls up and snugs up, doesn't bind, and when you release it, it actually pushes the collet out. So if you can see that, that is tapered on one side and straight on the other. Not the easiest to cut on a lathe. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks a lot.